What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Drake back with another banger. And as you see from the thumbnail and the title, patiently waiting for God. Patiently waiting for God's blessing for our lives. Sometimes we don't want to wait. Sometimes we want instant gratification, right? That's what it's about. What can happen today? Can I reach my goal today? Like, can I reach my goal in the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 11 minutes, the next year? We want instant gratification. But listen to what God has to say. In Psalm chapter 40, verse 1, it says, I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry. Verse 2, he brought me up also out of a horrible pit, right? Horrible pit as your trials and your tribulations. That pit, that place, that dark place you're in represents your trials and your tribulations. But hold on, let me finish this verse. Right? It says, he brought me up also out of a horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and he set my feet upon a rock, right? Set my feet upon a rock. When I'm standing on a rock is solid, right? That's a solid foundation. When he took you out of the miry clay, that was that soft foundation, that foundation that can break, right? Your trials and tribulations that can break you. And establish my goings, right? So miry clay, think about miry clay. It's dirty, it's messy, it's grimy, right? Think about this. We're always focused on getting blessed instead of looking to be a blessing, right? God can take us out of any situation, and sometimes we think we still can't be a blessing, right? We think because we're in trials and tribulations, we can't be a blessing to people. Like that because we're going through our own mess, we can't be of substance to somebody, to be a blessing to somebody. That we can't use our trials and what we go through on a regular basis to bless somebody else. But this is what we have to learn to realize, that there is a lesson in all of these trials. There is a journey. There's a teaching that God is trying to show us. And once we realize that, it makes it all worth it in the end. Yeah, we may look at it in the time being as something that's terrible, something that's, graphical to us, that's terrible for our lives, right? But think about this. If we looked at it as more so a blessing to us, that's going to help enhance our and strengthen our faith, then guess what? We won't look at our trials and tribulations as trials and tribulations. We'll look at them as blessings. But hold on. Think about this. Sometimes as Christians, we're in trials and tribulations, right? And sometimes we don't know how to fight them, right? Waiting patiently for the Lord. Waiting patiently for the Lord is super important. But sometimes we're never fighting a losing battle by ourselves, right? God is always going to be with us. So while we're patiently waiting for God to take us out of a mess, right? Are we going to be willing to stand in our faith? Are we going to be willing to stand on the cross, right? Stay with Jesus, stand with God. Because if we're standing, right? If we're standing on soft ground, right? We're standing with the world is soft ground. Satan is soft ground. He's trying to take you off that solid and firm foundation. He's trying to take you down under with him. And if you're not willing to wait for God, then you won't ever get to a place to where you're happy. You won't ever get to a place where you're out of that depressed state. You're out of that anxiety. You're out of that, all those things you feel, you experience, right? Wait patiently for the Lord. Wait patiently, because if you don't wait, Satan's going to consume you. And when you're at your weakest point, that's where Satan is going to strike you the worst. So how much time are you going to really wait for God? Are you going to be willing to wait for God, or are you just trying to rush the process? Are you trying to get out of your mess by yourself? That's something you're going to have to answer in the comment section. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you do, comment down below which I want to see next. I appreciate you for watching. God bless.